Hello student, today we will start the first chapter of history of class 9, that is the French Revolution. And before starting any chapter in class 9, we should know what is the main objective of this chapter. क्लास 9th में जो भी चैप्टर हम पढ़ेंगे उसमें सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग हमारे लिए क्या है कि उस चैप्टर को पढ़ने का हमारा उद्देश्य क्या है. What is the objective of studying this chapter? So the objective of this chapter, French Revolution, is the end of the monarchy in France and the announcement of Declaration of Right of Man. So there is the main objective of studying this chapter, French Revolution, is we will come to know about the end of the monarchy in France and the announcement of Declaration of Right to Man. As we are dealing with the world history, French Revolution gave us three important ideas that are equality, freedom and liberty. These three ideas has been adopted by our Indian Constitution in its introductory part, that is the preamble of our Constitution. The timeline of French Revolution started from 1774 and ended in 1815. Before starting the story of French Revolution, I will give you the introduction of the French society so that we can easily understand the circumstances that lead to the French Revolution. The French society was divided into three classes, or you can say that it was divided into three states. As in India, we see that our society is divided into four classes or one, that is Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. In France, the first state is known as the clergy. That means the people who are related to the church. Second state is known as nobility, people who are minister, courtiers or the noble in the monarch court. The third state belonged to big businessmen, merchant, court officials, lawyer, peasants, artisan, small peasant, landless labor and servant. Now we will discuss about the land distribution in France. 90% of the population belong to peasant, having only 40% of the total land. 10% of the population belong to noble, church and the rich people, owning 60% of the total land. Clergy and the nobility was always in support of monarch, so they enjoyed many privilege and benefit by birth. The third state was only the tax-paying state. Whenever the monarch need the money for the maintenance of army or the palace or the maintenance of the state, the monarch used to impose new taxes on the third state. Whenever the monarch wanted to impose new tax proposal, the monarch used to call for a meeting in state journal where all the representatives of the three states were present. The first state, clergy, had 300 representatives. Second state, nobility, had 300 representatives. Third state has 600 representatives. First and the second state representative were used to sit facing each other, and the people of the third state were standing at the back of the first state and the second state people. Now our next topic is the growing of the middle class. Here the middle class is totally different of the middle class of India. Here the middle class means the educated class. The educated class of the France is known as the middle class. The peasant and the workers lacked the idea of bringing the social change. In 18th century saw the emergence of the social group or the middle class or the educated class due to the expansion of the trade professions like lawyers and administrative. So now a new class of educated people was there. the people are now reading the books of John Locke, Rousseau, Montaigne, and they are getting the new ideas, thoughts of equality, freedom, and liberty. John Locke wrote a book named The Two Treatises of Government, where he refused the divine and absolute power of monarch. Rousseau written a book which named Social Contact, where he has written about the social contact between the people and the representative. Montaigne written a book, A Spirit of Law, which tell us about the division of the power between the legislative, executive, and the judiciary. The idea, now these ideas were discussed in the saloon, coffee houses, and it was published in the book and the newspaper. So it is the emergence of the new educated class in the France and in Europe. So this is the first part of the French Revolution. In the second part of the French Revolution, I will tell you about the story of the French Revolution, and for that you have to subscribe this channel, you have to like and share it. So thank you. Jai Hind.